all right? Because when you answer the call to the bedroom, you are incorporating all three levels of love. That's what happens. And this is the conduit for the Rahim grace that allows both of you to maintain this universe called marriage. And within that bubble, within that sphere, you are churning and whirling like a gyrus in the ocean and like a planet through the cosmos, and you're ever ascending, all right? That only happens when you have the narrative, scientist to scientist, spouse to spouse. When you're conscious of that narrative and you hold that narrative sacred, and you hold the sexual relationship sacred, and you hold the affection, because without either one, you can't maintain the affection. And without affection, you can't maintain the others. Oh, man. Do you see how important this is? And this is why Harut and Marut did what they did, to divide husband from wife, even though they're sleeping in the same bed. To the married couple, okay, there's always this tension, and it's always bringing you back, and then you come, and you come. Why? We are compelled to actually do the physical intercourse. We are compelled to do it. We must surrender to it. Okay. Allah has built this into the very act. That's why it is sacred. If you don't consider it sacred, you will profane it. And then you will not reach into the third heaven for the Rahim grace, the overflow of the grace that can then fall from your table to feed those beneath you. You see, this is what ennobles leaders. This is what ennobles a true leader, all right, in any field. So, when you look at this, and when you consider any pair, you must consider that, you see, and you must consider marriage. And this is also why monogamy is the ideal. Because if there's any other kind of joining, this can't happen.
Oh, okay.
It can't happen. Okay. It can't happen, you see. So it's a conduit. It is like, the science fiction writers are talking about, the portal. Okay. This is what it is. It is a portal. It is a portal. It's true. This conjugal coming together, this sexual intercourse creates a metaphysical portal that allows this joining of both wings, the male and the female, to come together in perfect harmony, so that the yin and yang in the male and the yang and the yin in the female are working in their own harmonies, and then they come together and they're working together at the same time with the same purpose, the same view in line, and they have surrendered to each other, you see. They have surrendered to each other, and in doing that, face to face, they gaze into each other's eyes at the moment when heaven's will dictates the very thing that they're doing, and that's when they see the gift of God in each other. Because they can never be satisfied if they don't come to the bed consciously, knowing why they're doing it and why they have to look face to face at each other at that moment, that special moment that we call ecstasy. You see, that ecstasy addicts us to God's purpose in each other. That's the highest point of highest amount of dopamine you're ever going to get in that moment. And what follows is then, for the man, more oxytocin than a woman ever needs. He gets it right there. And that keeps his mind bound to her. that dopamine and the oxytocin at that moment keeps his mind bound to her. The oxytocin, that's the affection hormone. That's the one that makes you feel safe, makes you feel connected. It's the one that connects the baby to the mother. Man gets his dose when he's in his wife. And looking at her face to face, eye to eye. That is a sacred thing. That's a sacred thing. And it's being blasphemed, it's being profaned. Every second of the world breathes. I mean, it's just awful. Harut and Marut have done a wonderful job. Because without
Now,
that connection...
just take a moment and look at what it is that Harut and Marut have destroyed. They have destroyed the temples of the three loves, agape, phileo, and eros, of reverence, piety, of affection, and of erotic love, sexual love. They have destroyed it. They have intervened at all three levels for the last 3,000 years, destroying every approach that is sacred, systematically, theologically, intellectually, philosophically, destroying what God has joined together as his divine order. For indeed, the kingdom of God is within us. It is not without us. Think about it. This is what they have done. So please, stay tuned. There's more to come. Very soon. Thank you. Peace be with you. Understand who you are, where you are, and what you must do for each other.